Are you feeling down today? Feeling low energy, sluggish, maybe even a little sad? Is it tempting to skip bar prep for today? I know the feeling. Those days when it seems like all the losses have piled up and are weighing heavy on you, when it's really hard to see what you have accomplished, how far you've come, when you really just want to curl up back under the covers and breathe. I get it. When days like this hit, there are one of two ways that bar takers often go, either pushing through it, totally ignoring themselves, denying their feelings, or shoving those feelings away, or giving in and descending into the darkness. There is a middle of the road path that you can take between those two extremes to help downtime be rejuvenating and complete, or to help you know when there's something besides downtime that is needed. Watch this video to dig deeper into what's happening on those days and how to treat those days the best for your bar exam success. Hi, I'm Jennifer Duclair, bar exam mindset mentor and attorney life coach, helping you to get past your mindset hurdles so that you can beat this bar and build a law life that you're in love with. On those low energy days when you absolutely don't want to study, or you really, really feel like taking a break is the best thing to do, you need to be aware of a few things. Number one, it could be your self-knowing and intuition talking, letting you know it's time to take a break. Now, if this break time is unscheduled, you really want to look at your bar prep schedule and see if you've built in a realistic pace for yourself. Because if you're taking unscheduled breaks, there are factors that you consistently didn't consider. For example, the fact that you're raising a child while working full time, while trying to study, and that the amount of studying that you're requiring of yourself simply isn't realistic. And you will take multiple unscheduled breaks if you keep going this way. Or maybe something temporary happened, like you went out of town and it really wasn't going to be possible to study. You really needed the time to wind down and rest, maybe after hours of driving. And that makes sense. So if you didn't foresee that, and because of that, you need some downtime, that makes complete sense. Go ahead and take the rest, but make sure that you're not in a situation where you have unduly packed your schedule such that these unscheduled breaks will be necessary time and again. The better route will be to look at that schedule and build in those breaks and shift things around, because we both know unscheduled breaks can feel demoralizing. It can feel like you didn't get something done. And instead of really resting and rejuvenating during that break, you're spending the time and energy trying to soothe your guilt away. Let's not do that. Go ahead and build those breaks in. If you use my bar exam ready course to build your bar prep schedule, one of the first things that go in there are your scheduled breaks. And this is one of the big reasons why that's the first part of the course. Okay. If you're interested in building your self-study plan using our plan helper, then look below for more details. It's mind-blowing how good this is. People with their commercial bar preps will use this in order to tailor their bar prep to be something tutor level fitting for them. So go ahead and check that down below if you know you need to revamp your bar study schedule. Aside from logistics, the other reasons why you may feel that low energy day where you just need to take a break, it could be completely natural. Maybe your body cycles and hormones are making you just need to take that break and go easier on yourself. And on those days, it's okay for you to look at your bar prep schedule, decide on your non-negotiable top 1 to 3 things, make those the things that are easiest for your brain to accomplish. And if you don't know what's easiest for your brain to accomplish, again, our bar study planner helps you to choose these study strategies for everyday basis that are most suitable for your brain so that you have an easier time overall learning and retaining the information. So on the days that you're feeling low energy, but you still want to get something done, look for the study activities that fit your brain, whittle it down to 1 to 3 things that you'll do for the day, and let that be okay. Give yourself a pat on the back, check it off, and know that you showed up for yourself today and you will have high energy days that make up for these low energy days, and it's okay. Now, the last reason why you might have that low energy day that makes you want to not study is because of the emotional tug of war that's happening inside of you. There is this mental and emotional battle that takes place every time you think about the bar, every time you think about studying, every time you open up your material, and every sentence that you read on the page, every question that you answer, whether it's right or wrong. There's this emotional whirlwind happening inside of you that needs to be quieted down, because while that's happening, 50% of your energy is being diverted to controlling this emotional whirlwind, which comprises of negative critical voices in your head. Then you're trying to combat them with pep talking, fears of the future, fast forwarding, what if I fail? What if this isn't enough? All these things that are happening. 50% at least of you is busy trying to keep that over there. And only 50% of your brain and presence is available for the actual studying. So while you're there for 4 hours, it's really cut down to more like 2 because of the diverted energy that's happening while you sit. The solution is to quiet that head noise. This is how you don't move from one day to another, falling further behind, not remembering what you studied, unable to recall it, and then feeling discouraged. And then those negative voices ramping up even louder. And really, all the energy it takes to keep that down, zapping away your strength and making you need to take a day off. This sort of problem doesn't go away on its own. And what you need to do is get to the root of the emotions and the voices and quiet them down so that you can move past things and study with full presence and actually have a good chance of succeeding. How do you quiet these voices? Well, the first step is going to be detecting what the voices are saying. That by itself takes a lot of emotional strength and courage. So if you can do it on your own, I applaud you. If you can, go ahead and write them down, get them out on paper. That by itself will reduce your mental load. After you've written down, cataloged the thoughts and beliefs that are bubbling up for you, the next step is going to be looking at those beliefs and poking holes in them. Now, that takes place in the brain, but there is an emotional root to all of those beliefs. There is a feeling that locks it in place. To really eradicate false beliefs, you have to tackle them at multiple angles. Rationalizing them away is something that you're probably very good at and have done a lot. But to dissolve them completely, you really need to address them from the emotional side too. The emotions is what locks it in and makes it almost a muscle memory to default to these false beliefs. To dissolve the emotional side, you'll have to employ a completely different set of tools and techniques that you probably haven't run into in the lawyer world yet. That's why I'm here, to bridge that gap between the lawyer world and what we need on the emotions and the feelings side. It's a little bit outside of the box of what we usually do. To get started with dissolving the emotional root, I'm giving you a very simple meditation that you can play every day before you begin your study sessions that will help you to move your mind to a place where you'll be more open to letting those things fall away. Look below for the study meditation. It'll be linked right below our bar study planner helper course. That's a mouthful. And if you need further help and you want to talk with me one-on-one and explore what coaching might be like, go ahead and look at the link for a free 15-minute call with me, where I'll be happy to help you explore your situation and see what the best next step for you is. See you in the next video.